Hey, what's up, guys? This is my first video on YouTube. I'm predicting the NHL playoffs, as you can see by the title, which I will end up putting. You can follow me on my other accounts. I have Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, all those platforms I will put down below. And let's get started. So pretty much, the one seed in the Western Conference, the Vegas Golden Knights, we're playing the Winnipeg Jets. This is going to be a tough series, and I think that people are underestimating the goalie situation between Logan Thompson and Connor Hellebuck. Now, I do understand, people are saying Logan Thompson isn't good enough, but I got them winning this series. All right, now we got Connor McDavid's blowing up this year, obviously. Is he against the Edmonton Oilers and LA Kings? And obviously, as you can tell, I got the Oilers winning that one. So now we got the Avalanche and Kraken. Kraken making their playoff debut. Nathan MacKinnon back to last year's Stanley Cup champions. Could they go back-to-back? I don't know. Stay tuned to find out. But I guess we'll see as Nathan MacKinnon takes on Jared McCann's crew, who had a very good year. So he had a career high in goals. But I have the Avalanche winning this series. So now let's see, we got the Dallas Stars and Minnesota Wild. It's going to be a good series. I think Fleury is not going to do as good as he has in past playoff series. And, Jason Robertson went off, so I'm going to have him taking this series. Now we got the Oilers and Golden Knights. So Connor McDavid playing Golden Knights. Jack Eichel gets pretty far in his playoffs. And can Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl do it? Listen, Connor McDavid's going to win a Stanley Cup very soon, alright? As you could tell, I have the Vegas Golden Knights winning that series. Now we have the Colorado Avalanche versus Dallas Stars, second round. Last year's Stanley Cup champions against the Dallas Stars. Robertson McKinnon. It's going to be a very, very, very entertaining series. Avalanche, Nathan MacKinnon, Jason Robertson. Robertson's very good, very dynamic player, rising star in the league. It's going to be entertaining, but I do see the Avalanche winning. So now, as you can tell, I'm doing the Western Conference first. Golden Knights, Avalanche. Could the Avalanche make the finals in 2 years in a row win the Cup? Or could Vegas get back in there for the second time in franchise history and have a shot? Well, it's going to be a nail-biting series. Vegas and Colorado, but I don't think Colorado gets this one. I think the Vegas Golden Knights get to the Stanley Cup Finals for the second time in franchise history. Now I got Florida and Boston. The best team, arguably in NHL history, against last year's President's Trophy winners, the Florida Panthers. I think this series isn't going to be a sweep. It's going to be 5 games. The Bruins obviously do end up winning this one. And please stay tuned, by the way, because you will be shocked with my Stanley Cup prediction. So, yeah, Bruins in 5 games. Alright, so if you look at the trade deadline record between the Leafs and Lightning, the Leafs has a way better record. Could that call me crazy? But the 27-year playoff drought ends and the Leafs move on to the second round. Now we got the Islanders, 7 seed against the 2 seed Hurricanes. This series is not going to be that close in my opinion. I think it's going to pull off the sweep by Carolina. Carolina advances. Now, New Jersey is not very skilled. First time in the playoffs. So I do think they don't get past this. It's going to be a nail-biting series. I think the Devils are going to go far next year, but this year I think the Rangers are going to make it to the conference finals for 2 years in a row, only because of the goaltending matchup and the playoff experience on the New York Rangers side. Now, second round, Boston and Toronto. all good things come to an end for Boston. Usually it seems like when you're the best team in the league, you lose it, and you choke at some point, and they choke to the 27-year playoff first round drought, Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Maple Leafs go into the conference finals. Now we got the Rangers and Hurricanes. Call me crazy, Patrick Kane. This team is got Vladimir Tarasenko, Patrick Kane. They have too much of a stacked roster. And I get the Hurricanes are really good too and stacked, but I'm going to have to say the New York Rangers take this series goaltending, and because of goaltending morely. Now we got the conference finals. The Maple Leafs made it all the way against the New York Rangers. The stacked rosters. Both teams have stacked rosters. Both teams look solid, but the 27-year playoff drought, they fought for too much in the second round, and they end up going to the Stanley Cup Finals. And Toronto takes it in 6 games. Stanley Cup Finals, Vegas and Toronto. Jack Eichel, Austin Matthews, Mitch Marner. Both teams have stacked rosters. I think this goaltending matchup is going to be a lot closer than people think, so I am going to take the Toronto Maple Leafs to win the Stanley Cup. So here's my final bracket. If I'll pop it up on the screen here, or at least attempt to. I'm working on it. And there you go. I'm going to zoom in on this. And here's my final bracket. Please like, subscribe, follow my other accounts. And thank you for viewing my first video on YouTube. Hopefully I may have more in the future going on. And yeah. So please like, subscribe, and I'm out. Thank you.